Right. You recording?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So,
There we go.
we're already recording.
We recording.
Alright.
So what's going on?
Not much,
Big boss,
man.
man.
I'm just like, yeah. So, what we're doing here is basically, it's called Tuff Stories, right?
Right.
And so, I'm just gonna give like a bit of details of all the stories that we've done.
Yeah.
The places, the things that we're people we met and all that over the next bit here.
Right.
So the first one now, this one is basically simple. I'm gonna talk about like when we just were getting started, right?
Okay.
Like I remember back in the day, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Been a while.
you
Been a
know,
long time.
we're kids, right? Like and so. It was like, like Duggan, so there's a few cats that's been with me from the beginning and until now all the way through. And we didn't have no clue what the hell we were getting into. Really and truly. We were pure innocent kids. All we know was like we wanted to do something that could help to change the world one way or the other, right?
Right.
And from our perspective, that was like the music, because everybody was repping their music. Like, the country folks had their country music, the pop folks had their pop, and like Electric Circus was popping. People was dancing. He had long hair. So much music was putting out some good stuff, and we're like, what are we gonna do? This is Alberta, because everybody thought Alberta was just like pure country music, right? And so we, at this point, I was turning 14, right? Because the other guys were 13 and 15, right? And so we're like, oh man, we got to come up with something that's gonna like work for us, right? And so then I went home and cause it was like government housing that I live in Duggan, the big DU, and so we're there and I went to sleep. My mom was like nagging, you're a kid. Got school in the morning, god damn it. So me and my backpack and the wall that have pure papers from the source and the vibe, and there was a few other old school magazine that was there.
Okay.
And was on the wall, and I'm like, okay, my man Emmett Smith, Dallas Cowboys, that was my idol, run back. So I'm in my basement at this point, because that's how I lived. I love the basement, and we're there, and I'm like, all right. So the next morning I woke up and I'm like, you know what, Tuff House, right? So I went and I was talking with my other guys. I'm like, Tuff House is the name. We're gonna get Tuff, and they're like, why Tuff House, right? And I'm like, well, because a house, you got to go by the rules, and we're little tough guys, so that was the whole thing. We're trying to make things work, as in it's hard, so we got to be tough when we're working through it, and so that's where Tuff House came from. And I'm like, all right, now this is what we're gonna have to start taking step with, right? So taking the initiative, we wrote it down, and strolling, went to school, got it done. We didn't license it just yet, because we thought, hey, it's just the name. We're gonna start putting it in, and there can be a couple of their homies like, I want in, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. If you want in, come on in. It's open to everybody,
Yeah.
So the excitement alone was good. But then I remember I was telling my mom's, and my mom replied, she's like, get a real job. It's as simple as that. What do you mean? You want to do music and stuff? Get a real job. The time is now, right? And I'm like, I'm only 14 going on 50. This is my real job, right?
Parents just don't understand.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. And, so she's there, telling us to get a real job. And, so my office at the time was a rundown couch. Ripped in that couch, from all the wrestling that we would wrestle and play and stuff like that. That was my office. So people would come to my government house and come downstairs and sit on this and run down that couch, and I love that couch because it was like my lucky couch, right? Like, you know, and you know, we handled it in such prestige, you know, and like learning that format of the business and just like all the crazy thing. And you know, at this point we didn't sign any artists yet. We were just trying to structure it, right? And like I was the first artist because like I go by weights, and like I had no fucking clue what I was doing rapping wise. Like, yeah, it's as simple as that. I can say that clearly. You know, like, like you were like, well, none of it. Yeah, you know, like the one of those things is like, let's just try to like make some money, you know, and the first step is like, how are we gonna make this money, right? And you know, like, it's just like I've always had the niche to try to find something to do that works for everybody, and one way or the other, help get everybody, like, I mean, like, but like paid, you know. And so we basically try to like, you know, we did it was a quick show, you know, because we used to hang out at a spot that's called The Box. We still do at times. And man, like I never knew that we had so much talent, right? And, you know, MCs come, freestyle did their thing. Guys would go on the bus. Like I remember one day, like school ended like mad early, and we on the bus, like that's when like the spot was Southgate. And Southgate was an old spot, you know, like, oh man, Southgate was the spot because people came from all over to come, like, come rock it. And so we would hop on these buses and ride from one side of the city to the next, just battling each other. You know what I'm saying? Battling each other, like, in the sense where, you know, MCs had skills and, like, you know, your game had to be tight, like, the following day, right? But that's the next story. That's just what a niche. I just want to touch base with that. Watch out for the other one.
All right.
There we go, my man. Let's check this and see.
Tougher it pays.
Yeah, tougher it pays, brother. Tougher it pays. That's what it's all comes down to. But like, let's check it.
Oh, you stop?
Yeah.
Oh,